Start na po ba? Ay, sorry. Hi! Ako nga po pala si Ruisc Victorino from BSE2B. Ano po palang ginagawa ko dito?
May mga katanungan lang kami sa iyo about sa kahirapan. So,
ang gandang question yan ah. Pwede ko bang call a friend? Joke lang. Madaming meaning yung kahirapan. Pwede siyang sa mga pangangailangan natin sa pang-araw-araw o oportunidad. Kasi there are a lot of things that can cause poverty. For example is unemployment, lack of education, corruption, and unfair distribution. I mean, a lot of problem is associated with the word poverty. That's why I think it was the key problem that we must resolve in order for us to resolve other issues. Hirap na yung mga tanong mo ah. For me, we experience hunger because we lack discipline. Because we take for granted our resources. And those who have the power to distribute those resources didn't distribute it well. And for the second question, hindi ko naman masasabi na tanging may hirap lang yung nakakaranas ng kagutuman. But then, I can rather say, they are the most vulnerable ones because of increasing prices in the market, habang bumababa yung value ng pera, unemployment, and many more problems that is associated with hunger. But then, I really do think that when our government do their job well, while we people cooperate, we could do better. We could at least lessen hunger or probably resolve that issue. Personally, yes. Because as we can see in our current situation, the opportunities or better opportunities has been given to those who have power, those who have been already known, or those people who have money. Whether we admit it or not, kapag ka mahirap ka, kahit na may skills ka, kahit na may knowledge ka, but you don't have connection, you will experience a lot of discrimination. So for me, that is a big yes. Para sa akin, it definitely stops someday because there are a lot of future plans that has been conducted to have zero hunger and lessen poverty. But then the answer will always be in our hands because we citizens have our capabilities to actually lift up the quality of our living. If we choose to use our capabilities and knowledge in a better way and set aside our grab mentality, our individuality, and try to do some actions to bring change in our society and in our country, it would definitely to do something for us to have a better society or a world rather in the future. Probably the main reason is there are some citizens that has been neglected or didn't reach by the fast modernization of their countries in a specific time. And as we can see, in every country, they have their time wherein they put a lot of attention in a specific location kung saan hindi na nila magtutuunan ng pansin or napoprovide yung necessities ng ibang mga cities or part ng kanilang bansa. But then, in different countries, they have their own way in addressing on how to address poverty or what would be the solution that they would be conducting. But the main solution that I think is people and government intertwine to provide solutions and take an action. I could say that I am in a middle class because I could eat 3 times a day, napoprovide ko pa naman yung iba kong mga luho that is not so necessary, I guess. Yes, because as we can see, their scarcity or yung mga kakulangan nila sa pagkain, sa pera, yung nagpupush sa kanila para somehow makagawa ng mga krimen. Because their main priorities is to provide food in their everyday life. For me, dalawa lang naman. For the government, they must do their job well, wherein they must focus on doing or giving equity kung saan ibinibigay yung mga pangangailangan ng tao base sa kanilang mga kakulangan. And for us, the citizen, we must stop complaining and start contributing in our little way, in a little way. Is this the last question?
Yes.
Okay. For me, the role of education is very vital in resolving poverty. Because for me, education is our most powerful weapon and our key to success. But if only schools embedded the knowledge and the core values together. Because as we can see, kapag tinatanong natin yung mga bata kung ano yung pangarap nila paglaki, they wanted to become successful and high-paid professionals. They wanted to have a license for them to go abroad and provide something big for their family. They didn't have a dream for our country because they think that our country doesn't have a chance to become successful. And that would be the role of core values, wherein we would have a commitment, honesty, prosperity, and many more. Let's face it that we have to input to every students the value of having patriotism or be patriotic enough to find solution within ourselves to have a better country or have a better society. Because if we have those characteristics, there would be a big chance that we choose the right official that is not corrupt, that was provided or can provide with our necessities and needs. So I think that education have a big role in resolving poverty, but it would be possible if all of us would be willing to contribute and would willing to do something to change for our country.
Other than that, there are some goals sustainable development that serves as our plan or guide that could help to reduce poverty. Number one is end poverty in all its form everywhere, because as I said a while ago, there are a lot of problems associated with the word poverty. That's why poverty is our key points or key problems that we must resolve in order for us to resolve other issues. Another one, end hunger, achieve food security and improve, ensure inclusive and equitable quality education, and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. Because it is important that all of the resources and the sustainable necessities must be given in all of the citizens in a particular country. Because equity must be practiced at all times, especially in giving education, since it plays the vital role in resolving poverty. Every citizen must have the privilege to receive it in order for us to achieve that all of our citizens have the knowledge and the skills that they must have. It is also important to promote sustained, inclusive, and sustainable economic growth, full and productive employment, and decent work for all. Of course, we should prioritize on providing the right works for our countrymen to ensure that they all been given a chance to train and show their skills and abilities in a particular work, to persuade them to use what they have learned or mastered for the benefit of our country. Lastly, make cities and human settlement inclusive, safe, resilient, and sustainable. Ensure sustainable consumption and production patterns, sustainable development, provide access to justice for all, and build effective, accountable, and inclusive institutions at all levels. We must also focus on lifting the quality of our system in terms of giving justice, taking care of our environment, equally distribution of our resources to and open our eyes and ears for the real needs and problems of our fellow citizen to ensure that we could resolve it by giving the right solution and make an action for us to ensure also that no one will left behind. Actually, since poverty is a broad problem, almost all of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals could actually help in resolving poverty. But it will be successful if we people and government could work together and take some actions to bring change. We could let every country free from poverty because nothing is impossible if we believe and start to take an action because it's now or never.